Today we're gonna answer the $1 million question. How do you get clients without social media? If you're a professional and you're looking to find clients without becoming like a crazy content machine, this is for you. I started freelancing in 2017. That's quite a lot. I also co-founded a studio years later, and this is how I'm building my third business now. And this is because I'm an introvert too. And when I started out, I also tried all the extroverts type of tactics. I was going crazy just like you during my life. And my best clients actually never came from that. So today we're going to talk about how you can find clients without relying heavily on social media. Now, the problem you've been probably running from. If you are a professional of any sort, or a freelancer of any sort, if you're selling services, you've probably heard the same thing over and over. Post daily, show up everywhere, be consistent, ignore the pain, keep going through the struggle. And if you're an introvert, or honestly just someone that values their energy, that advice feels just like punishment. And I feel that on my skin. I really value my time. You know you're good at what you do, and you know that you can change someone's life for the better. But the idea of being always on, constantly performing, chasing the algorithm, it stops you before you even try, before you even start. So of course you do the thing that feels safer, meaning that you start posting occasionally, you scroll, you check what others are doing, maybe you leave some sporadic comments here and there, maybe on others' professionals, so you're like, oh, maybe the same audience is gonna see me. But that's not working, and you keep wondering why. Listen, if there's one thing that you take out of this video, I want you to be this one. And it's that the daily posting, it's not the only way. In fact, for someone like you, it might even be the worst way. So why is it working for them, but not for you? Now, I want to be fair. The advice per se, it's not wrong, but you have to understand that it's built for someone that's completely different than you. And ideally, that does also a different profession than you. Because who really value the daily posting are actually content creators. And I often talk about this too. But that said, some professionals actually do become content creators too, and it works for them. But those are usually extroverts that enjoy being on camera, are okay with the uncomfortable feeling of being exposed every day. That person can actually do it and build content around their life without struggles, without burning out. But here's what happens when people like us force that model on them. Let's imagine a month after doing that, okay? You told yourself you post 3 times a week. You brainstorm ideas. They were okay-ish, so you filmed it because you thought you wanted to make a video. Maybe you're on Instagram. You filmed it. You hated how it sounded. You maybe even hated how you look. So you delete everything. You maybe have one winner. You post it. And then you spend the next 3 hours checking if anybody liked it. What happens is that you get, like, if you're lucky, 200 views, no comments, no shares, no nothing, and you're left with this awkward feeling of having lost another half day that could have been very, very useful for something else without getting anything out of it. Does that sound familiar? Because that's a very common scenario, if that can help. Because it's not you, but it's a system problem. This system was never designed for you, for how you work, but it's built either on someone else or on the platform. And do you want to know the worst part? The one that everybody very conveniently never mention? Even when this approach gets you views, it is not a given that it will get you also clients. Because think about it, a client is someone that needs a very specific thing from you. It's not scrolling for entertainment. If they're looking for a professional, they're actually looking for proof that that person can solve their problem, their specific problem. And showing up daily is no proof you can do that. But meeting them exactly where they are is. So now we might wonder, okay, then what works? Let's flip it, okay? Let's think about the last time you were looking for a professional. Maybe a plumber, maybe a designer, maybe a coach. Did you hire them because they were posting every day? I bet you hired them in the moment that you were looking for a professional like them, and in between all the options you found, they looked like the most reliable person because they were talking about your exact problem. Am I right? This is called inbound marketing. And it works like this. Instead of actively trying to post on every platform that you can find with generic random posts and hoping for the best, you go narrower and deeper. You make one strong piece of content, maybe one video, maybe one guide, maybe one blog post, whatever, that answers a very specific, painful question, a problem, something that your client is actually asking. You put it where they are already looking, and you let that do all the attracting. The daily posts that die after 24 hours, those are just shouting in the void. This is more like being in the room where your client is, holding up a sign saying, "Hey, I know how to fix this. If you need me, I'm here." And please, this is something you should remember every day, okay? The internet has already done the hard part for you because people are already searching for your service right now. So you don't have to create demand. You just have to show up where these clients are looking. Let me give you an example of this. I work with a client. Let's call her Sarah. She's a consultant in a highly specific field. She really cares about what she does. And with her team, they're like so competent, okay? They're so good at this. They're very, very capable. But what she was trying to do was like trying to do different things and hoping for the best, like posting content a bit sporadically, trying to connect with random people, all while still wondering how to present their offers because they had many things that they could present. When we worked on rebuilding a marketing approach, we didn't start from posting more or less. We started from the basics, trying to understand exactly the most specific needs that their clients were actually perceiving in her niche in relation to what she was offering, in order to produce content that was aiming exactly at it. And guess what? Not only she managed to get some lead in the process, but she also found that her niche is widely underserved. So she had so much room to build her authority around it. So no need to know if she would have to post daily or 2 days a week or whatever, but specific, focused actions that led her to a more conscious marketing approach that didn't burn her out and brought in more meaningful results from month 2. That is the difference between being active and proactive. The daily poster is activity. It feels busy, it feels cool, it makes you feel like you're doing something, you're progressing, but it doesn't do anything. You want to be productive, less effort, more tangible results. So now I know we talk theory and I know you like action. I do too. I hear you. So let me give you 3 simple steps that you can start implementing right now as of today after this video. Step 1, find your client's most painful question. Beware, not what's interesting, not what you think they need. Think about something your client is actually looking for. When they're desperate. Think when they're desperate. You need to say it in their words, not in your technical jargon, not how you would say it, how they say it. Step 2, answer it better than anyone else. No generic advice here. Use your experience. Did you make mistakes in the past that taught you how to spot the problem now in a second? Do you have a specific way of performing certain things? That type of stuff. And step 3, one place for that answer. You don't need to be everywhere. I said this already, but you need to know where your clients are looking. Find that place and put it out there. Even just one article, if done well, can become your best salesperson. So that's it. One question, one answer, one place. And I know that you've been told probably your whole career that you need to do more, or that your quiet nature as an introvert is what's holding you back. But I am here to tell you that the opposite is actually true. Your ability to go deep. I always say this. That's your advantage. That exact thing that makes you trustable in the eyes of a nervous client. So if you're tired of the random daily posting and you're ready to start building a pipeline in a way that actually fits how you work, start from this. And if you struggle in talking about your work because it feels like bragging, I know that's a problem too, you can watch my other video on how to write about your work when you hate self-promotion. It's gonna be somewhere here. Because you don't need to be someone you're not. You just need to build your own marketing system, one that fits you, one that feels comfortable for you. And of course, if you feel like you need extra help in this, I suggest you check my program, The Quiet Rebels. It's introvert friendly, it's made for professionals, small business owners like me and you that are introverted, shy, or simply value their time too much to keep spinning the content creation hamster wheel, if you get what I mean. I hope this was helpful. If you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.